Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Don't and you can call me is Eric.
Okay, Eric, this is Al speaking. Okay, it has 3 parts, and we shall start with part 1. Okay, so in part 1, I'll be asking some questions related to yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle. Okay, what do you do in your free time?
Normally I usually before I usually play game when I have free time. Just sometimes I read book, but I usually feel bored when I read books, so I play game or play soccer with my friend. Yes, yeah, that's all.
Okay, so do you lead an active life?
Not really, but I want to enjoy with my friend or hang out with friend or something like that. Not really stay at home every time like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's change the topic. Okay, I'm talking about movies this time. Okay, movies. How often do you go to the cinema?
Just before, because when I have girlfriend, it's sometimes like twice a week, but when my girlfriend leave, I just rarely, like just one a month. Yes, because my friend and I have to study in university and not really have a lot of free time, so yeah.
Okay. Okay, are cinema tickets expensive in your country?
Actually, because I'm student, so I have discount for student, discount 50% for student, and yeah, normally it's not really expensive, but actually they want to have discount when they go to cinema.
Okay. So do you usually watch films alone or with others?
I usually watch movie alone because when I stay at home and don't have anything to do, I will watching movie at home. But when I go to cinema, I have never go alone. I have to invite my friend because I think if I go alone, it's a little boring when just alone and watching movie.
Okay, so which actor would you like to play you in a film?
I'm not sure because I just watch the movie and just watch interesting movie, and I don't care about like actor or something like that. Just if it good movie or interesting movie, I will watch, and I don't care about actor or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with our last topic.
Yes.
Okay, and talk about family this time. Okay, family. Do you have a big family?
I don't know the meaning of big family, but with me is my family just have 5 people. I don't know it's big or small, but with me is I think it's big family. Yeah.
So who are you closest to in your family?
I think it's my mother because when I have some problem or happen, I always talk to my mother. Sometimes I lost my money, I will ask my mother, or I want to buy something, I will ask my mother first, because I think my mother, when I ask my mother, it's easy to want to take something, or because when I stay at home, I not really talk very much with my father or my brother or my younger sister.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what do you do together with your family?
Actually, my family is like a busy business, so they don't have a lot of free time. So sometimes I because I study in another city, so sometimes I go back my home and I just want to eat together with my family because they cannot, I mean, have a vacation together just rarely. So sometimes I ask my family like why you don't stop work and travel together for relax, something like that, but my parents always say no because I'm not really understand, but maybe they don't want to lose their customer. Yes, and yeah, I just eat together with my family. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's go on to part 2.
Yes.
Okay, so in part 2, I'll be giving you a question. You have 1 minute to prepare, okay? And you can make notes if you want to, okay? After 1 minute, I'll give you the chance to talk, okay?
Yes.
So this is your question here. And your 1 minute starts now. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you may start.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk about the book I read. I prefer. Actually, I cannot read. I mean, take the book and read all the time and read over book. Read on detailed book in one time because I always feel bored when I just read. So I will read one book in maybe 5 or 6 times, and this kind of book about fact of life, and in this book it will give me a story and their experience or something like that, and because that is make me feel interested, more interested than normal book like for example some book talk about some, I mean it's some not about some story, just the experience and about something and not about a story. So I just read a little and feel bored, so I will stop and maybe have never read again. But with some book always talk about their story, I will feel, I mean, feel excited with that, and when I read, I can learn about learn from their story or their experience or something like I can copy when they copy from their story and use it in my life, something like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Let's go on to part 3. Okay, so in part 2 we talk about a book that you like. Okay, so this time I would like to ask some questions about reading. Okay, so my first question is, what is the difference between men and women when choosing what to read?
I think with men they usually choose a book about some fantastic story or a fantasy story or some science story or some action story. But with women they choose some some story about family or about love, or just something not real love, just love in book and it's not real in life, and they read and they imagine they is man actor. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so what are the advantages of reading books?
Sorry, can you
What
repeat?
are the advantages of reading books?
I think it's men will feel not interested with book than women because men they can play game or they want to always want to contact with something new or something amazing, something make they feel excited like that.
Okay. So my last question is, do you think that people will read more in the future?
I guess people will read more, but not read in the book, but they will read in the internet or something like that. But because now the technology very development, so they don't want to take the book, and book is very heavy, something like that.
Okay, thank you so much. That's the end of your test.